Hey everyone, welcome to The Branding Teacher, the place for entrepreneurs and small business owners to learn how to brand and market their businesses. I'm Scott Burgess, and today I'll be teaching you how to create a content calendar in Google Sheets. So let's get into it. By continuously pumping out content to your followers, you're going to be reminding them that your brand is out there, and eventually they might convert into a paying customer. But it can be very complicated to do content marketing. It takes a lot of manpower and a lot of hours to create the content, figure out what you want to do, and get it scheduled, not to mention interacting with your followers. In my opinion, the best way to create a content calendar is in Google Sheets. I've also created a template that I'm going to be dropping down in the description that you can download and use on your own. So let me hop on the computer and show you how I create my content calendar. The first step is to go into your Google Drive and create a new Google Sheet. Once you've done that, go ahead and let's name this Marketing Calendar. From here, we're going to do something pretty extreme. I want you to delete everything to the right of row A. Select it all by highlighting it, right click and hit delete columns B through Z. Next, I want you to just pull this over just a little bit, maybe a little more, because we got to create enough for 7 days. Once you've pulled that over to create a bigger content block, select the column, copy it, and then right click, insert one column right. And then you want to do that for until you hit 7 days. All right, once you've created all 7 columns, go into row 1 and highlight the entire row. Go over to merge columns, merge all. And next, I want you to go over here to the vertical alignment, vertical align it in the middle. Then go over here to the horizontal alignment, align it in the center, and type in February or whatever month you are starting out. So this is February 2022 for me. Hit enter. And I want you to bring down that row a little bit. And let's make it bold and make it 14. That way it's really big and in your face. Next, I want to change the font because I'm not a big fan of Arial. So hit Command A. And let's change the default font to Comforta because I think it's a very nice modern font. From here, we need to make our labels. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's make these bold, and let's also center them right above. Now you should stop after the first row of days because now we have to build out the content blocks beneath the actual days. That way you have space to write what content will be getting posted on what day. I recommend doing 6 rows. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hit the merge cells. And from here, you just want to drag this all the way over. That's going to merge every single cell beneath it. Now, you might want to add some borders to this to make it a little easier to read. So Command A it, go over to borders, hit the borders, do the full border. Now, it's a little too heavy for me, so let's change that border color to be a lot lighter. That way it's not as in your face. And then boom, you have the first row all set up, ready for you to start building out your content. Before you do that, you need to build out every row for the following weeks. Easiest thing is to select that entire row, go beneath it, and just paste it. You want to do that about 5 times because most months have about 5 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks in total. And now you're going to go through and you're just going to fill out the rest of the month. So 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to speed this up for you so you don't have to see me do this. There you have it. You have your actual calendar built out. Now, I don't really like black content calendars. I think they're a little ugly. So, of course, I want to brand this to be my colors for my brand. So what you want to do is just highlight the rows that have text already pre-built on it. Click the text color and then select whatever color you want or do custom. I know that my hex code is this, so I want it to be my Branding Teacher green. And then I'm just going to do that for each of the other rows. No big deal. It takes 2 seconds to do and will make your content calendar look so much better. Now, you could have probably done this at the beginning. That way you could have just copied the color over, but I like to do it right after just so I can get a good visual of what it looks like. Next, you want to actually start building out your content. And I do it by social media platform. So on Tuesday, I know I do YouTube videos. So I'm going to type in YouTube. And I'm going to type in Branding Basics. And that's just going to be my note that the Branding Basics video is going to post. Don't hit enter. You need to hit Command Enter or Control Enter. That's going to let you drop down to the next line in the calendar, and that way you can actually type in more content. Here I'm going to do LinkedIn, and this is going to be poll, what is branding? Then make sure to hit the Command Enter, and we're going to do Facebook. and it's gonna be coupon for course. Next, I'm gonna do TikTok, and this might be how to make a text box. So you're just gonna do that for each of the different items. And you're gonna notice that once I click out, it's going to align it to the bottom. We don't want that, so let's go here to the vertical alignment and align it to the top. And we don't wanna do that for all the different rows. So just go in and do it up here. And that way it's gonna always be aligned to the top. And next you're gonna notice that you really can't read all the text, and it's a little overwhelming. So I recommend you go in, highlight it all, and let's change this down to 8. It's a lot smaller, a lot easier to read. And that's really all you have to do to build out your content. And you do that for every single day. So I would do it for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever days I need to add content. This is how I plan my content. Now, say that I've built out this fully, and I have built all this out, and these are all the different contents that I'm posting every single day. As they get posted, I actually come in here and I change it to be green. And what that lets me know is that it was completed, that it was posted. So most of these I get scheduled in advance, but any kind of video work I don't. So I have to manually come here and make sure that it's scheduled, and I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Now, what do you do when you filled this up completely and it's time for the next month? You're moving on to March. The easiest thing you can do is go down here to the sheet, and let's just name this February 2022. Is just to right click it and duplicate it. Move that over here, and let's name this March 2022. Now I just go through and I just delete out all the content, and actually come in here and I change the dates. So the 28th is a Monday, which means that up here the 1st is going to be on the Tuesday. So it's actually going to be the exact same thing, but this time there are 31 days in March, so we just filled it out to be to 31. Make sure it's the right color. And then boom, you have your brand new calendar. Make sure you change the date to be March at the top, and then you can just start filling it out. And you're gonna do that for every single month. It only takes a few minutes, if that, to even just change the calendar. So it's not a lot of upkeep. Once you create this calendar, it's gonna stay good for you to use forever. I've used this content calendar system for years now, and it's so effective and so easy. The reason I like to use Google Docs is I think it's a lot easier to work in than Excel, and also it allows you to access your calendar from anywhere. So I can just log on to Google Drive on my phone, and if I have an idea for content for the next month, I can go into that calendar and just immediately place it in there. And that's how to create a content calendar in Google Sheets. It's very easy, and every month you just have to duplicate it over and over again. From here on, I actually go through and I schedule out all my content that I can, which is usually any kind of LinkedIn post, the Facebook post. I don't schedule out any of the video work because I do that on a weekly basis, but I pre-schedule it out in Later, which is a great scheduling platform that's very inexpensive that anyone can use, that can automatically post for me. That way I don't have to waste hours every day posting. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up down below, comment if you have any questions, and please hit that bell to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later in the week.